You ever been counted out? Ever had to fight for a future they said you'll never have? Then you're in the right place. This is Break Free, where resilience meets redemption, where real stories tear down fake ceilings and freedom takes root. Your pain has a purpose. Your scars have a sound. And your breakthrough is louder than your breakdown. You can't expect change when you're stuck. Stuck in the same patterns, same mindset, same habits, same circles. It's time to break free. Hey guys, guess who's back? Yes, I am back. I know it's been a minute, and I know y'all was thinking like, where is she at? But baby, I am back in full effect for season 2 of Break Phree Podcast. Now, it has not been without ups and downs, ebbs and flows, as this business world say. But glory to God, we're here and we're back better than ever. We have a new look. Y'all see it? Break free. Y'all see it? Y'all see the new look? Well, let me just tell you. Sometimes things don't always go as we plan. And by now, you should know that in this life that we live, we can't be fully prepared for everything. We can try, but we can't be. So, about 8 months ago was our last episode that we uploaded. And me and the team, we decided we're going to take off. I think we're supposed to take 2 months off. And then we were supposed to start back recording. Well, here it is. Y'all can see that did not happen. It did not go as we thought it would go. First hiccup was we had to find somewhere else to record because something came up where my sister a better business opportunity for her, and so I needed to find another place to record. And so I'm looking and I'm looking, but everything is so high in Atlanta, and I still wanted to be in the city. That's easy, it's easy. It's just easier when you're in the city. It makes a good transition for everybody. Couldn't find anything that was in my price range. Started to get discouraged. I'm not gonna lie, but I still was like, okay, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And I guess it wasn't happening fast enough for like my assistant, Jamisha, and my father, because it'd be like, when are you gonna record? When are you gonna record? And I'm saying, I'm gonna record. We're gonna record, but I couldn't find a place. And so I began to ask God, like, well, is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Should I not? Is it something else that I need to do? Is not the podcast the thing that I need to do? Because, like I said, I just could not find a place to record. Then it didn't help. Y'all in my DM, in Messenger on Facebook. Oh, what happened? What happened? Was it a one time thing? Was it a one time thing? No, it wasn't a one time thing. But I do appreciate the support and let me know that y'all were watching. I might didn't like y'all delivery and I might didn't want to hear it at the time. But one day I went to go see one of my friends. Shout out to the Bougie Grazier. And I was there looking at her space to hold the Sister with Purpose event. And she said, well, I know a place, Concept House. They got like dope suites. I'm going to take you over there to meet the owner. And I'm thinking like, I don't know, because I was so used to where I was spoiled at the Heirs Agency. And I'm used to like more space and just access to like the whole building and everything. But that is point number one. Sometimes we have to get out of our comfort zone. We have to move in a direction that we might not want to move, but it's for us. Remember that. Get out your comfort zone. So I told Sandra, okay, we walked around the corner, came around to the building, and she was talking to Anthony. Shout out to Anthony and Kai of Concept House. And I walked around and walked around. It's 3 levels. And then finally I came downstairs and I walked in and I'm like, this might work. So I took a video of it. Again, still stuck in my ways, spoiled from the Heirs Agency. And I sent the video to Bob and Jamisha, told them, like to look at it or whatever. They were saying they still need to see it in person. So I went home. I told the guy I would be in touch or whatever. Then I went and looked at another place over off Cleveland Avenue. It was like in a building, but it just didn't feel right. So I came back to Concept House again and walked around and, prayed and everything. Then I was like, okay, this is it. It felt right. I slept on it. I prayed over it. I'm like, okay, this is it. I called Anthony back and I tell him, now mind y'all, I didn't wait a super long time. I called back, say I want the space. I text and told him and his daughter, really interested. I want the space. How do we move forward? No response. I gave him a day grace period. No response. So by that third day, I'm like texting both of them, like, hey, is it still open? I want the pie, da da da. I get a message back and say, it's gone, but we have some other space that may be opening up soon. And so now I'm crushed all over again because it's like, I finally got out my mind that, okay, you're not at the air agency. You're going to be in a smaller location. And they tell me the place is gone. They tell me that they don't have it, that they gave it away. So I'm super upset to the point I really wanted to cry. And I called my father and shared with him. And he, daddy's always going to say, oh, just trust God, trust God, trust God. And sometimes, guys, it's easy to tell someone to trust God, right? But it's not as easy for that person when they're in that situation. And by now, I shouldn't have a problem with trusting God because I've been here. I've been through bigger situations than finding a place to record. But that's the human part of us. And that is the part of me where Shay gets in the way of trying to play God. So that day I go on and do whatever I needed to do. And then I was just like, well, I guess it wasn't me. And so I began to look for something else. And about 3 days later, I get a text message from Kai. And she's like, oh, if you deposit ready, you still want the place, it came open. And just like that, y'all, just like that, the spot that I originally wanted was back available for who? Mawai. But I'm like, oh, I don't know if I should even take it because they should have played me. They gave it away the first time. Once again, being Shay. And I called my father and he was telling me to look at it a different way and saying that when something is really designed for you, it does not matter if things have to be rearranged on the back end or however it has to go. So, yes, someone was in place. Someone did give their deposit, but obviously it was meant for Angela C. Wright. So, guess what? God worked it out, and here I am in this space. And so, the second thing is the first one was what? Trust God. The second one is to always know that it does not matter if God has to remove heaven and earth for you, He will do it for you. And I'm just thankful. I'm thankful that we're in a space, we're comfortable, and we have a very good lineup this season. At least I think so too. Um, my cameraman, I have someone that I feel like is reliable because everything has to line up. Everything has to line up. Everything is about timing. Even though we want to get ahead, it can't always be that way. And I remember talking to him and asking him, like, do you do drugs? Not that I'm judging if he did drugs, right? Because it wasn't like, I would say no. And then I'm like, well, do you drink? Would you say you're a social drinker? But I'm asking them things, guys, not because I'm judging, but because I want us all to be on one accord. And sometimes when one person is out of whack, it throws the whole entire team out of whack, right? So he's like, no, 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 Free, no, I'll do that. And I was like, well, if you did, it's not like I'm holding it against you, but it was just because I wanted us all to be in alignment, all of us to be in sync so this thing can flow and flow the way that it needs to flow to touch the people that it needs to touch. So we got ready to record, right? Our first week. And when I tell y'all everything that could go wrong went wrong, it was like, Jesus, take the wheel. We came in, it was super high in the space. The signs, some of the letters had fell off the wall. I called my West Side. We need some Gorilla Glue. He's like, don't trip, Free, I'm gonna get it. So he goes to get Gorilla Glue. That does not work. And I'm like, West Side is not working, it's not working. So then we went back and tried another glue. Then that wasn't just it. The camera. One of the cameras didn't have a battery for the camera. And it was just like, oh God, everything that could go wrong would go wrong. And then now, me, I'm in a place where like I'm huffing and I'm puffing. The talent is here. It's like they're telling me that it's okay, but I like to remain in a professional way. I want things to go how if it was me coming to somebody's space, if you tell me 12 o'clock, at 12 o'clock, I want to be considerate of people time, But we was able to work through that and get the first episode recorded. So now here we are. We're here, we're ready, and we're just excited about this second season. And last, the third thing I want to tell you is to always make room. Make room for the things that you want to see happen. Make room even when it does not look like it's going to happen because it was slow in us getting off. Like I said, 8 months. 8 months. And we should have been recorded the second season, right? But hey, still continue to make room, still envision, still felt like, okay, a new look because I ain't gonna tell y'all what my manager did with the last. I can laugh about it now, but me and Bobby was definitely into it. Bob threw some stuff out that we needed for the set, but he like, oh, you said you wanted to do a new set anyway. Yeah, but I ain't say throw the stuff away. But thank God, it's a new set, it's a new look, and I'm comfortable with it. I love it. I hope that you guys love it. Always make room for the things that you want to see happen, right? When I was getting ready to, long before I knew I was going home, I called my mother and I told her, I said, Mom, we was on a video visit. I said, take me to the room where you said I'm going to stay at in the house. So she took the camera over there to the room. And in the room, y'all, she just had, was no bed in there. She just had like boxes and storage and beds and everything. And I said to her, I said, Mom, if you're believing for God to bring me home, why does my room look like a storage space? And she's like, oh, we'll get it when you get here. No, guys, you can't wait until the moment comes. You have to make room in advance, right? So what did I do? Ordered the bed, told the bed I wanted from prison, the curtains, everything to have the room exactly the way I wanted. What was I doing? I was making room in my mind for the place that I was going. So as this began to go on with the second season, right, I begin to still make the room in my mind, to still order things, to think about the spread. I'm like, Shauna, how are we going to lay it out? What does the color scheme look like? Even when you can't see it, make room for the things that you want to see happen. If you don't make room, if you're not specific, guess what? It'll just always just be out there, right? So here we are. We're excited. I hope you're excited and we're ready for the second season of Break Phree Podcast. I got a dope lineup this season, y'all. We're breaking free. We're breaking generational curses and everything in between. Make sure you tune in. Monday, don't forget, that is the audio day. Every Monday, you can listen wherever you listen to podcasts. And don't think that just watching it helps. I need you guys to listen too. I need those streams. I need those sounds. I need those numbers, guys. And then on Tuesday, the visual will be available on YouTube. And pretty soon, last season will be available on Tubi. So get ready. We're airing September 1st. Labor Day weekend. Y'all don't have an excuse on Labor Day. That's right. I need y'all all tuned in to Break Phree Podcast for episode 1. In episode 1, y'all in for a huge treat, baby. I got somebody that has been to prison, has now turned their life into purpose, and is going to tell you about the struggles that she went through and how she got to where she is right now, and just the things that she's doing. I'm not going to tell y'all. This girl is really doing the thing, like just blowing up with her tuna salad. So tune in again, September 1st, Labor Day weekend. We'll see y'all. I am free, and I can't wait to see y'all. Remember, it is always delusion until they see it happen. It happened. See y'all soon.